Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very interesting session from unthink.ai. We have our team members from the US and India joining us, as well as our very special stylist and influencer, Luzvimenda, on the panel. We're excited to have Luzvimenda share all her secrets and fun tips for all of us and her insights. We are looking forward to that. We have Sri Devi from India joining us late in the evening, morning time in the US. And she's excited to know a little bit about US market and the styles and trends that are happening right now. We're all looking forward to having that special opportunity with Luzvimenda. And we Have Tina Mani, our CEO, founder of Unthink.ai, having the fun questions and exciting information about Unthink.ai as well. I will hand this over to Sri Devi to continue the discussion, and then to Tina to continue the interview.
Hi everyone. I'm really quite excited about meeting this team, and it's quite literally new for me. I mean, this type of meeting. But I would like to share a few points about India. Like 20 years before we started all this Miss World, Miss India competition, and we can see even third standard students wearing little makeup and style. It's all built up like that, and mostly many things are downloaded from US in India, including technology, lifestyle, and the way we dress up, and it's just catching up. So this interview with Luzvimenda can be a great interesting topic in India, and Indian influencers will have more access to how the look and feel, and this demography what you're talking about, right? Working women who does not have time, who want to just wear light jewelry, just get ready, and that situation is much more in India, especially in corporates. So there's a great market in India. So so there are so many influencers whom you can really influence. I mean, you can actually guide them in India to hairstyles, and there can be a sync of how there are quite a lot of ethnic wears and very nice, very fantastic dress combinations in India, which can be not only downloaded but can be uploaded from India to US, which can be a very inspiring aspect in dressing and style.
True. Very exciting.
Yeah. Thank you. Over to Tina, please.
Yes, hello. Hi, Luzvimenda. I'm so excited to have you on the panel here. And I remember the day we met first, we had our first call, and I told you about this concept. And I told you about that we were building a virtual voice concierge to help people shop. And I could see the look in your eyes. It's like, virtual voice concierge? Are you going to replace real people helping people? So I saw the concern and question that, of course, a voice assistant cannot replace a human. But then, now we have you on board, and as you know, we are going to mix. We are going to have a combination of a voice assistant to help people choose, and real experts like you. So let me start with your background, right? So we are coming together, right? You represent the human side of it, the real person, and I represent the AI side of it. So let's have a conversation now.
Okay, that sounds great. Good morning, ladies. I'm so glad to be with you today, and excited to share a little bit about myself and a little bit about what I love to do, which is styling.
Great. So Luzvimenda, before we met, you were already a freelance personal stylist based in Dallas, Texas. You were referred to me by a very high-profile lady in the US who happens to be my friend, and she said, "Hey, if you're looking for a personal stylist, you should talk to Luzvimenda." So tell us a little bit about your journey as a freelance personal stylist before COVID started.
Yes. I started my business. The name of it is Sincerely Styled. My objective is to work with women, professional women who don't have time to shop or have no interest in shopping, or they just want to have outfits that they know work so they can put them on because they're usually very busy. They're usually working women that also have the talent of maintaining a family, which is extremely difficult, but we know, ladies, that we can do that. And so my job is to come in and assist them with creating a style that's easy, that's nice looking, that they feel very confident when they walk into the boardroom, and they don't have to put a whole lot of thought into it.
Sure.
So my business, again, is Sincerely Styled. And before COVID, I had quite a few clients that I could offer that service to. I would go in, and sometimes we would do a closet audit where we would go through and audit what they have in their closet, take out, figure out what needed to be there, put it back in, and they're all set. I also would do the shopping for them. I would go out based on their needs after having an intake session, and I would go out and buy what they need and make sure to have it for them so they didn't have to worry about it.
Wow.
Now
I
that
would love to have this.
Now that COVID is here, most people are doing, or women are doing what we're doing. We're in front of a Zoom camera, and we have to worry about what we wear up here, and that's it. So it did take a little bit of a decline off of my clients. You know, there was really no interest to have someone to go in and do their styling for them.
Yeah, yeah. I think when the COVID happened, there were a few outcomes, right? So one thing was that yes, people stopped going to the stores completely for quite some time,
Right.
and that pretty much pushed a lot of new users also to websites, to Amazon, and to direct brand websites. We saw a lot of luxury brands who never wanted to be on Amazon suddenly get on board because they wanted to get their products in front of people. So
Right.
I discovered that a lot of ladies found that the online shopping was convenient after all because they could just find everything in one place, and they could choose things and think get delivered right home. Um, but obviously, there's a huge gap, right? I mean, I try to shop on Amazon, and I like the products there, but still, I would love to have someone like you tell me, hey, Tina, this is what's going to look good on you, or if you're going for a office party, this is what would you should buy, and if you're going for a Christmas, or a New Year party, this is what you should try.
Right.
Uh, what do you think? What is your opinion about, translating what you were doing to an online type of interaction?
Oh, I think it's the best way to go today
Mhm.
because I'm currently trying to set up my business to go virtual, but I'm also working in a luxury market part-time as an assistant, and the majority of my duties there is dealing with online. I
Mhm.
am setting up virtual looks. I am answering carts where the client sends in their cart, and then I have to fulfill it. I have to go pull looks and create lookbooks for the luxury market that I'm working for. So it is definitely virtual is the way that we're going. The majority of the customers don't want to come into the store because for different reasons, partially because of the pandemic, but the majority of business that's done now is done online. I,
Mhm.
I I would say 80+% is done online.
Mhm. Yeah. Right. So with this going to online, we found a gap. We found that the new users who didn't shop online earlier, and also people who are busy have to go through a lot of menus and lot of taps and clicks on their browser before they find something. So we came up with our virtual voice assistant Aura, where you can just click on the button and speak, and Aura gets what you need. So, Luzvimenda, when we told you about this, you were, how's it going to be? And then we had a call, and the Zoom call cut off. And then I asked you, hey, Luzvimenda, do you need any help? And you said, hey, I'm already done. I was so happy to hear that. So I'd love to hear from you how that journey went. Like when you went to our site and tried this on, how did that work for you, and how did you feel about it?
Well, initially, I did not use the voice recognition, as you very well know, because I think as human beings, we do what we know.
Yeah.
And I'm accustomed to using buttons. And then you ask me, well, just try it because we need to know how it works. And after trying it once, I never went back to the button. Never went back to the
Exactly.
button. It was great. And so that's why I was able to do it so quickly, because all I had to do was press the button, say what I was looking for, provided it. I could choose what I needed, and it was done. It was absolutely great. So everything I've done since then, I've never used buttons. I don't have to. I can just use voice. It's great.
That's amazing. And the other thing that we really found value working with you was that when you started looking at our browsing our catalog, you said, "Hey, I don't see this brand. I don't see that brand." So we realized that we needed an influencer like you to tell us what sort of brands appeal to your audience.
Right.
So I think it's a great win-win because we get the market inputs from you. We abstract it using technology, and we make it easy for you to help others, and
Right.
all of us benefit.
Yes, yes. It's well, and that is really where my heart is. My heart is in service. I love what I do. I love styling. I love making anything pretty. Anything. If it's a bottle and you say
That's a good news.
this to look pretty, I promise you I can make it happen because it's just my natural gift and I love it. So I'm so excited because I get to do what I love, and I also feel like I'm offering a service to women. That is really where my heart is, because as women we have large roles, especially working women, because we have
Mhm.
children, we have a husband, we have families, and so I love to contribute to the service of women.
Great. Awesome. I'm going to take you up now because you said you want to contribute, right? So I'm going to give you off the fly. Please help me look pretty.
Well, first of all, you're already naturally beautiful. Let me just say that. You've got the perfect little body, and I wish that I could eat like you so I could look like you. So, off the cuff, if you would do a couple of things, I think based on the several times that we've met,
Mhm.
I think you need to wear as less fabric as possible. In other words, you need to wear very fitted clothes because you have a very small frame.
Mhm.
I think wearing monochromatic, meaning one color,
Mhm.
would give you a little bit of height because how tall are you?
5 feet and 6 inches.
Oh wow. So you're not very short.
Mm.
However, you would look model if you would wear one color.
Mhm.
Um,
Very interesting.
not necessarily black, but black sweater, black slacks, or camel sweater and camel slacks. That would look very good on you. You have beautiful coloring. I would possibly change your hair. I would have a little bit more styling with it, just a little
Mhm.
bit.
Mhm.
And the rest I would keep natural because you're naturally beautiful.
Thank you. Just in 2 minutes, you added so much value. I've already got some really good tips from you.
That's
Oh,
awesome. Awesome tips. Awesome tips, Luzvimenda.
Yeah.
wonderful. Great.
And when you
Um,
asked her how tall, that's something that, I didn't realize she's that tall as well.
I
that's
did.
really interesting because I always considered, I mean, I was above average
I know.
growing up in my height. So that's really interesting to see that both of you did not perceive me as tall. That's
No,
like an eye opener for me.
it really has to lot to do with visually what you wear really does make a difference from that perspective.
Right.
And I
Okay.
have to commend you, Tina, also to have your head on the chopping board, right?
I know.
In front of an audience. So I really commend you on that.
Me too.
Okay.
That was a wonderful question, actually. That was a very interesting question.
Okay, so I really look forward to working with you and with more and more influencers to come to our community. We have a really interesting business model. So we believe in sharing value, right? Creating value together and sharing it. So the model is going to be that we get the products from the brands. The brands pay us a listing fee and a commission, and we share this commission downstream. So, for example, Luzvimenda, if you're creating a collection and sharing it among your audience, you get a cut of the commission. Now, let's say we get on board another influencer who loves your style. She can take it and promote it among her audience, and she
Right.
also gets into the chain. So we are working where we're trying to multiply the effect so that everybody doesn't compete but collaborates, right? So you don't need to have an audience and expertise. You have the expertise. There may be somebody who doesn't have the expertise like you, but may have a larger audience, and they could help amplify your collections in the system. And the best part is that we start scoring the influencers and make this available to the brands. So the brands don't need to know that this is Luzvimenda, but they can know that hey, there is this influencer who can get me this sort of a pull, and they would start showering you with commissions and gifts. So this is what we want to be. We want just to be a technology platform and enabler that connects the people. So first of all, yeah, connects the people like you to the brands and to the consumers. And the second thing is to continuously enhance our technology to make it easier and easier for people like you to do this job. And the third thing is the quick shortlisting of products, right? So suppose you have a collection of 100 products. Once the consumer starts looking at the collection and selecting products, the voice assistant also learns the taste of the customer and starts shortlisting the products. So it's basically like a win-win for everything. It's like machine learning collaborating with humans, and it's technology, science and art, right? So it's like if we are the science and you're the art. So that's where I'm so
And East
excited.
and West too. And East and West too.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes,
It's
yes,
so exciting. I love the fact that it's international and global.
yeah.
That is really exciting.
Yes, you bring up a good point, Sridevi, because we are also introducing the travel domain. And my thought process is that once we have travel active, we can have local influencers suggest the local styles and products for the travelers who are coming into the country. So
Okay.
imagine that somebody from let's say Indonesia is coming to the US, and Luz Vimenda is able to consult them. Hey, these are the styles in the US, and when you go to a business meeting, these are the places you can shop from. Would you like me to help you? You know,
Right.
purchase so that when you come and land for your meeting, I have this collection ready for you to go. So
And it could be based on the season
yes. Mhm.
because we're
Yeah.
here. We know what the season is. Whereas when if they might not, so that's a great that adds a lot of value. A great
Yeah.
service.
Yes, right, absolutely. And for people like Anjana, Anjana is already very much on top of the styles and the trends. So I also see, I also
I can always take more help.
yeah, but I also see people the role of sort of micro or nano influencers who have their own expertise and that appeals to segments. So everybody is an expert and has expertise that can be used by somebody else. So
Right.
eventually, that's the philosophy. We have big experts and then we have mini experts, and it's all win-win for everybody.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
And
very exciting.
aspiring experts as well, so people who have the natural inclination to look for trending stuff and then wants to
Yes.
suggest. And so
Yes.
I see a lot of activity on Instagram and TikTok, and everybody aspiring to be on the influencer community. So
Oh, yes, yes. It's
Yes.
very exciting.
Senior experts like you can train them and then get them under your link so that they get your styles marketed in their
Yes.
That's
group. And
amazing.
most of these people are youngsters in college who have a huge connect already in Instagram,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they have a huge audience already, so they can
Yes.
improvise with your training and they could actually pass on.
Oh, I would love that. That would be so exciting
Yeah.
because we both
Actually,
learn from each other. That is really a good combination.
yeah, when you said about the service, that's what connected, like women helping women, or
Yes.
anybody, men as well, but then women centric, because the team now on the panel is all women. So
Yes.
everybody, with all the multiple things happening around and all the hustle and bustle, can take all the help that we get. And we should learn to as well. That's a conversation. We should learn to take help and, make our lives a lot easier.
Right, right.
yeah.
And we're as a woman-owned business. This is a woman-owned business, which is very exciting as well.
Yes.
And men can take help as well. So I don't want to sound just based off of women, but then we have hands-on dads and, husbands
Yes.
with multiple things like drop off and pick up, everything that a mom would do as well, or a business professional, or the spouse can, help out. So everybody needs that kind of a help.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right. So great. Thank you very much, Luzvimenda. And I'm really excited, looking forward to working with you. Let's make this big.
Yes, let's. This has been very exciting. I've enjoyed having this conversation with all of you ladies, and I look forward to our future together.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everybody. Thank you, everybody. And if you have any questions about Unthink, you can always follow our page, unthink.ai, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Look for us on social media, Discord, and our email address is marketing@unthink.ai if you want to reach out. So once again, it's marketing@unthink.ai. So reach out with questions, reach out with all your interests, and we'd love to connect with you and have you on board. And we'll keep the conversations going. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Luzvimenda. Thank you, Tina. Thank you,
Thank you.
Sridevi.
Enjoyed
Thank
my
you.
time with you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.